Hi everyone. If you call us at Thunderbike, it may well be that you have Carlos on the line. And if you contact us by email, he is one of the colleagues who will advise you, take your orders and bring your awaited parts on the road to you. And if something goes wrong, Carlos will take care of the return, i.e. the exchange or refund. His personal bike is a 2012 Nightster 1200, which he bought last year. I really wanted a Sporty because of the cult factor. And it should be an older one with Euro 3, so that you can do something with the sound. Good idea, Carlos, at least you can be heard driving into our yard with the rich sound of the Miller system. The new exhaust and the Thunderbike Power air filter with the cover lasered especially for Carlos makes the Sporty a little bit faster. The other efforts went into the chassis and the good look. The damper are 1-inch shorter progressive suspension from the 412 series and 11-inch length, so you get a bit lower at the rear, but stay also close to the original look. You can find the most changes at the front part of the bike. The Daymaker does what its name says and it's still good to look at. With the Harley-Davidson drag bar and the Satin grips from our own production, Carlos has his Sporty well under control. At the ends there is another special design for him. The drill toppers have the letters M and C lasered in. The C stands for the name Carlos. He strapped up the tank with the kit from Cult Work and also moved the ignition coil to free the frame triangle. And because the cables on the handlebars bothered him, he laid the cables inside with our mechanic's vent when changing the handlebars. At the same time the steel brake lines were installed. Thunderbike's turn signals disappear under the hand controls and only come into view when they are switched on. The same applies to the small rear turn signals, which are discreetly mounted on the fender struts. The digital oil thermometer, which sits at the top of the oil tank, was given to him by a customer when he spoke to him in the yard. A nice to have, as Carlos says. The ignition cover and the perforated belt guard are also not essential, but they fit well into Carlos' concept. Ready? No, my Sporty is far from being finished. He lets us know. Well, he's practically at the source and can take it easy. Although he thinks the rear fender should be even smaller and the tire wider, especially since he mounted the side license plate holder. And maybe I'll treat myself to a new paint. What Chico does I find very cool, with metal flake. But hey, it's like this, the machine rolls, it looks good, it sounds good and the two of them just fit together really well. The feature about this team member and his personal bike wouldn't be complete if you didn't mention the complete list of his names, Nico Carlos Harley Holzapfel. The parents who named their son that way are both heavily Harley addicted themselves. Anyone with that name will probably end up with Harley-Davidson at some point. Thanks for watching.